Hey people, what's up? How you doing today? This is Ben Letto. I'm with Indicator Warehouse. Happy to have you here today, and we're going to do a quick demo as we come near the end of 2024. I want to thank you for joining me. Let's jump right into our session. So first of all, hey, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays. Hope you have a great 2025 as it comes up here. We are coming into a new year, so let's get right into our session today. Of course, if you have any questions, my goal is to be here to answer anything that comes up, anything that you've got on your mind as far as our products or day trading using NinjaTrader. Feel free to put your questions together, and we're going to have a Q&A at the end of the session. We might run about an hour today, maybe depending on how much you've got to share. And we're going to go over a couple of markets, take a look at what Raptor did, and we do have a really fun offer for you today too. So one question I want to bring up here in December, we've kind of focused on this one. And what is the difference for you in your trading career? What made the difference for you? If you've had some success, what did you learn that puts you over the top and is a tried and true lesson for us all? So feel free to share that. One of the things that one of our customers mentioned was the overtrade. Overtrading is a sure way to blow an account. You don't want to have quantity, you want to have quality trades. Find good setups and be very, very selective. That's our goal. All right, so first of all, we do have a coupon alert here. It's Christmas time. If you want to purchase anything from our store, go ahead and use Ben30. Ben30 will get you 30% off anything at Indicator Warehouse. Another question I have for you, what indicator or system have you been looking at here? And I can demo it for you. So bring that up. Let me know what you want to see. We'll go through it. We'll answer any questions you've got. And we're going to do a Raptor recap on ESCL, GC, and I actually have another one or two markets I want to take a look at, which have been doing really, really well lately. Seems like the energies have been doing marvelous. So we're going to go through some of that, and if you have any particular instruments you want to look at, we can definitely pull those up as well. Now, we do have the end of our meeting here today. I'm going to give you details on a limited time offer. You've seen me cover Letto Channels frequently in some of our recent videos. Well, we do have a special for you. Yes, we are offering a free lifetime license for Letto Channels for anyone who hires us for any custom development project. You might not even know this, but we do regularly, we'll do custom development for our customers. If you want to add something, tweak something, add an alert, add a signal, create a whole new indicator or strategy, let us know. We will be happy to help you. Now, if you do hire us for any of those development projects, yeah, you get a free Letto Channels license, and value is about $349. Okay, that's my good news. Always happy to share a little Christmas joy, a little Christmas spirit with you. So let's take a look, diving right into our Raptor recap. This is the ES market, and this is the from the 23rd, that's today. So early this morning, we had a really nice short right here at 10 o'clock, let's see, 10:04, and took it short. Good strong move to the downside. Number 3 signal appeared, and we did go short here. Okay, so that's a 4-4 mean Renko chart. So the settings are 4 and 4 for the bars. We've kept that pretty constant. There was even more downside here if you hung on, and we haven't had anything else since then. Here later in the day, which we don't really like to trade Raptor after noon, let's say. We did have 2 shorts that were longs that were failures, so consider not trading it after the 12 o'clock hour. Let's see what happens if we get rid of that. I'm going to trade only till 12 noon. This is our rapid backtester feature. We get rid of that. Let's see how they pull up here in a second. So 225, roughly the same. This again is our rapid backtester results on the top left corner of the chart. You want to take a look at them because we've got 11 tradable days in the look back history, and we are gaining a backtested result of $1,800, and there was 32 trades in that look back period. Average trade then is 56 bucks. Profit factor is 1.7, not too shabby. Max drawdown, a healthy small amount of 625. And we'd also do a breakdown by the hour of day here. So 9:30 to 10. It's really a half hour of the day breakdown. 9:30 to 10. We've had 3 wins, 9 losses, and break even. So not too exciting there. 10 o'clock though, 10 to 10:30, we've gained 1,375 on 5 wins and 4 losses. 10:30 to 11, we're up 250 bucks. 11 to 11:30, we're up 375. 11:30 till noon, not too good, down $200 overall. Look at our day-by-day breakdown. Monday, we're up 625 on 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. Tuesday, we had 1 win, 1 loss for a gain of 250 overall. Wednesday, look at that. Only 1 trade on Wednesdays. It was a loser for 38. And we had, Thursday, two Thursdays involved, 250 bucks, 3 wins, 7 losses. And Friday's definitely a good day to trade. 6 wins, 10 losses, 38% win rate, but we're still up 712. Now the reason why that is because we have a 10 tick stop and a 30 tick profit. So our target, our reward to risk is 3 to 1. So that's how we're gaining that nice size profit. Okay, so that is the ES on recent history. So with crude now, the CL contract, we're trading in the February expiration, doing well, $206 profit. Now this is a mean Renko of a 12-12 mean Renko bar. Over the last 21 days, we've gained 2,200 bucks, 2270 on 16 trades, 142 bucks per trade, 2.9 profit factor, so that's pretty healthy. We are trading signal number 3, 20 tick stop, 40 tick profit, so 2 to 1 reward to risk, and it's all coming up green here. Only had a $400 drawdown. And that's peak to peak, by the way. So doing great from 9:30 till 1, and all of our times basically throughout the day. The day of the week summaries are doing really well as good also, and our Monte Carlo analysis is coming in a really nice positive 94%. All right, that's pretty good. Anybody have questions on crude? Let's see what the trades look like. So here was one on the 17th. So you're getting almost an average of 1 trade per day. It could be times when we don't have any trades in crude. Here was a good winner. We did that, although we did have then 2 losers following right after. The market was just topping out there. Here was a day that we had 3 winners. Now this was actually on the 13th, moving up, had a nice really drift upward into our 3 targets. And there is a trade right here on the 9th. We did well. Right here is on the 4th. We had a nice trade, could have rode that for a little bit more. So things are coming up pretty well for our crude market. Now let's move over to gold. Get off of the energies for a moment. We'll get back to them shortly. The gold contract, GC, you can see that we're 21 tradable days on our look back here. Had 109 trades, so we're doing about 5 trades a day. It's pretty active. Win-loss is only 24%, but look at that. We're gaining on average about almost 60 bucks a day. Drawdown's a little heavy at 1,300. Something to consider. Profit factor is 1.2, so it's a tight situation on gold. let's see what happens if we go down to a target of 16 ticks, and I'm just going to click our back tester and see what it brings up for us. Now remember, back tested results are not a guarantee of future performance. Keep that in mind. And also, our back tester is a rough back tester. We're not doing tick by tick analysis. We're not considering any strange gaps. We're not doing any you know, extremely accurate back testing, if there is such a thing. Our back tester is a generally we're going from close to the limit price, and you want to keep that in mind when you're looking at this. So we enter at the close of the signal bar and we exit out at limit on the target. We exit out at stop order on the stop loss, and that could have slippage. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Should do a little bit better if we go up to reduce the target. We went down to a 16 tick target, and we're pulling in 68 bucks a day. Drawdown is nice. Definitely reduced that, so down to 880 on our historical back test. Win rate is at 39%, not too shabby. Profit factor is up a little bit. Our average trade's only $12, so that you know, if you consider a commission of $5 or $6, that'll eat into that pretty quickly. But I bring that up to say we are just not successful trading this system on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So the recommendation here is to basically do not trade on Wednesdays or Thursdays, or try and find settings that perform better on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Because right now we're giving away roughly $800 of this profit on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove Wednesdays and Thursdays from this test. Let's go ahead and yank out Wednesdays and Thursdays, right? So the way we do that is we go down to days of week, and I only want, you can either do the number system. Monday's number 1, Tuesday's number 2. So if we want to get rid of Wednesdays and Thursdays, it's a 1, 2, 5. That's Monday, Tuesday, Friday. You could also do the conventional Tuesday and Friday, M, and then a TU, and then the letter F. So let's do that, see how it affects our P&L. As you might know, gold is, the behavior of gold does, well, most markets, but gold in particular does, its behavior changes from day to day. So from one weekday to the next, you will get different results. So the tricky part of backtesting is applying one set of rules to one instrument that works on all of those conditions. And that is not always easy to do. So simply either optimize on each one of those days or don't trade them. If we do that, look at that, how wonderful it looks. So we're now gaining 2,100 bucks on those 13 tradable days, 63 trades. We're up to a 48% win rate, doing really well on all times of the day, except 12 to 12:30. So right there we are 0 for 5. You can see for a $400 loss. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Hey, look at that. What are you doing on Friday? Maybe we should just trade Friday and double up our position size. Fridays are yielding $1,500 historically, and a 65% win rate, which is great. 13 wins, 7 losses. Again, and this is only risking $80 per trade, targeting $160. What if we went back? Let's try it. The 8 tick stop and a 32 tick profit. Let's just see. Okay, so our total net is 2150 and our average per day is 165. So I'm going to recalculate that. 2150 is total P&L. Average per day is 165. So let's have a look. As our rapid backtester, choose through that. Not too much of an improvement. We gained a little bit on Monday. We got more profit on Monday. Lost a little bit on Friday. So not too impressed with that idea. Although something you can take a look at is running on Monday with a larger target. Let's do a radical 8 tick stop, 60 tick target, and I think we might break it here. Yeah, not too good. So we're not happy with that idea. Don't want to be trading that on Mondays or Tuesdays. All right, so I'm going to go back to a 8. Oh, let's try 8-8. We didn't try that yet. So we're doing 8-tick stop, 8-tick target. And what do we come in with? Not too bad. Well, nah, I mean, our P&L is down to 620, our total P&L. Mondays are dogging it. Okay, so I'm happy to stick with the 832. And let's run that. Now, I'm saving one more market with our Raptor recap here, and that is another energy market, natural gas. All right, so I'm going to say we're going to stick with the number 3 signal, 8 and 32 on gold. Now, let's shift over to that natural gas. I think you might be happy with it. Again, past performance is no guarantee of future performance. The natural gas market is a fun one, can definitely have some strong moves. We are right now on 43 tradable days. So I think I've got 60 days in the look, 60 days in the look back, yeah. Our profit factor is 2.0. That's nice. 40% win rate, 2,400 bucks in income. The only time we really don't want to be trading is 12 to 12:30, so we can get, well, I mean, there's only one trade that happened during that time, so not a very big hit. Tuesdays, we had only 1 win and 4 losses, and 100 bucks down. Not too much to improve there. I mean, we could skip Mondays and save some commission, I guess, but you want to be looking at a nice balanced approach on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Could be a nice little, nice way to gain some secondary market, some income. All right. So I've gone through a couple of markets. I would like to hear your feedback and your question on what you would like me to see and to show you in our next episode. So leave a comment below, send us an email, any way it takes for you to get in touch with us. We'd be happy to listen to you and get our next system in our next episode and have you take a look. All right. Before I go, I know that I mentioned that the special offer today is you get a free lifetime license to Letto Channels. It is Bollinger on steroids. It's the best improvement to Bollinger that's happened in 30 years. I don't think there's ever been an improvement to Bollinger. So this is the only improvement to Bollinger Bands that has occurred in the last 20, 30 years. We have a way to statistically show when is overbought and when is oversold in any market on any time frame, any intraday time frame. And it's called Letto Channels. So let's take a look at what the output typically is. Now this is HG instrument. This is copper. HG is copper. Letto Channels is an indicator showing the midline, which is a standard moving average, nothing exciting there. But Letto Channels now prints these oversold bands down here and the overbought bands up here. The blue area, these dark blue kind of indigo colored, is the maximum move in the look back period. In this time, the maximum copper has gotten away from the midline or the moving average line is that distance downward and that distance above it. So that's the the full-on move. I'm sorry, the distance goes all the way up to the indigo up here. So if we were ever to get down to there again, what we're looking at then is saying that copper has never been that far below the moving average before. So if you get all the way down there, that's a pretty strong oversold area. If you get all the way up here during this time period, that's a pretty strong overbought area. And you can see that the market moves from those levels back to the midline. The same thing happens with the green level and the red level. These are the 90-10 lines, 90-10. And what it means is 90% of the time, if the market is below the moving average, it's in this distance, this range, 90% of the time. So this is historical information. This isn't current market. These levels are printed, they're known 24 hours in advance. So we're using all the historical data on the chart to determine 90% of the time prices are in this area during this time slice. If you go a little earlier in the day, this is 6 o'clock to 6:30 right here, 90% of the time, if prices are below the moving average, they're within this green and yellow area. Likewise, above, if prices are above the moving average, 90% of the time, they're between this red line and the yellow line. So this is the 90-10 lines, the green line and the red line, meaning if you get below the green to this indigo colored, that's 10% of the time only. 10% of the time is the market hit those areas at that time of day. Same thing up here. 10% of the time only has the market moved above the red and hit the indigo. Another good indication of overbought, oversold, right? That's what you want to be looking at for your trades. Let me give you an example of how that plays out. Here's one just today. We had a strong downtrend, and we hit the green level right here. We hit that green dot, okay? And that green dot is an oversold area, 90-10 green dot. That is a great time to think about buying. And look at that, we played right off that level, and we had a nice move. Now, copper is a $12.50 a tick instrument. If you look at buying there and riding it up to here, you're up $312 in profit. Let me show you something else though. You don't want to be trading that willy-nilly. There's a couple other confirmation signals you want to be looking for. One of them is, well, there's two of them. So let's go over the first one. The red or magenta, or not magenta, but it's just kind of a, I don't even know what, pink, I guess. I think it's a pink level. These histogram bars show the average location of the market in relation to the moving average. So of all of our historical data from minute to minute, this is the average location. So this has been during this time of day. Copper is usually below the moving average, typically. It's a typical histogram, I like to call it, or a tendency histogram. Now, that's interesting. If we were up here during this part of the day at 5 o'clock, and you know from our average line, which prints into the future, that's a tendency to be below the moving average. Let me see how many days I've got here. So I've got 50 days loaded on the chart. So the average location for copper over 50 days is down. Well, that's a nice long-term signal. When you're up here in this area and you start seeing nothing but pink histograms from that point forward, you want to be thinking about selling. That's all we're saying. And right here, you see a top put in and an inability for the market to move past that reversal point, that inflection or swing point. And then you start seeing another confirmation signal, which is our magenta cycle dots. Those are cycle dots. It's a CCI-based indicator internal to the Letto channels, and it'll show you that our cycle is coming near a top right here. We have green dots that show a cycle bottom, cycle bottom, cycle bottom. Cycle bottom here, cycle top here. So that's another way to play it. These are cycle moves. CCI, Commodity Channel Index indicator. One thing though is that if we're in a strong downtrend, and if we're following the prediction or the tendency for the market to be below the MA, I wouldn't rely on cycle dots. As you can see, cycle dots can be a failure. They can definitely mislead you. They are a cycle is not a strong confirmation. When you're moving in against the trend and the trend predicted is down. But when you're up here, that's something to think about. When you're up here and you're looking at a downward trend, a downward tendency, that certainly could get you some outsized returns. And had we gone short, let's say at a breakdown here, the low brought us $1,100 in P&L. Not too bad. Again, another way to play it is look at our retrace back to this moving average. Right here, it was about 8 o'clock, 8:27 actually, right here. This is a 3-minute chart, by the way. We went and we hit that moving average, came really close to it, but again, our tendency prediction was down, 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 down. A great time to think about going short at that reversal. All right, let's go to another market. These were sell signals. We're hitting our overbought area, but we're coming into an area where typically the market tends to be above the moving average. It failed this time. It went below the moving average, the MA, but I wouldn't have been a strong seller in this area. Why? Why would you want to consider selling when the trend in the next 2 hours is tends to be up? So that's a very strong signal. What I would be doing now, this is the future. We're looking into the future, right? So we're looking at how silver tends to close at the end of the day. This is 1600 right here. So how do we play this? If silver comes up to an oversold area, overbought level up here or higher, it's playing into the tendency right now. The tendency is to move up above the MA, but in this time frame, if we hit our overbought area, silver likes to retrace down. So something to think about. This would be a good selling location. Now let's have a look at our lovely gold market. Since it's Christmas, I think we should look at gold a little bit closer. All right, so we hit our overbought levels, overbought. Gold tends to be above the MA during this period here, so I'm not too convinced to have taken those levels. I would need a good structure move to do that. You might consider, you tell me, but having pushed through that level and retraced right up here to here, it's a great looking technical trade. We move down, shoot up and get a reversal off of that. That old support became resistance, and we're going to the downside. There's a couple dollars there to be made. Had you held on to it for a while, yeah, I mean, we'd be okay. Let's see if we did. If you got smart and got short at that level, you're sitting on $410 in profit. So something to think about. But again, like silver, gold is moving down into the end of the day. So my suggestion is I really would be interested if gold does push up higher and breaks up to the overbought levels quickly in the next, what is that, next 20 minutes, hour, get it up into here, into this region. Where's my ellipse? You know, if we get up here, right? First of all, if we get up there, we are coming back into the high of the afternoon session. So if we get back up here, that's a good opportunity for us for going short, in my estimation. All right, you guys want to see any other market? I am all ears, guys. Let me know in the comments or in email. All right, guys, it really has been fun. We're coming into the holidays, so if you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah, come on back afterwards, because we're going to have more webinars and I want you here. We can discuss things, answer any questions you've got. If you have any that you'd like to relieve now, feel free to email me. Again, my email is ben@indicatorwarehouse.com. I also respond to the support@indicatorwarehouse.com email. So again, I wish you a great, great holiday. We will have another webinar or two before the end of the year, and gonna hopefully see you then. All right. God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And this has been signing off.
Trading all day, winds fade away, losing touch, yet I choose to stay. Learning the ropes, the blues won't stray, wishing for peace, my dues to pay. Life is a gamble, heads or tails, through the losses, hope prevails. Wires hum, screens glow bright, in the software cage, day becomes night. Fortunes change in the blink of an eye, yet I hold on